That's good, I think. What's up, you guys? This title is not clickbait. I'm here to put an end to the rumors and the allegations. I'm just kidding. There's none of those. I've told a few people. I don't think anybody's talking about it though, but got a big announcement in this video and some exciting stuff to talk about. Gonna try to keep it pretty brief. If this is your first time seeing any of my stuff, you don't know who I am, let me give you some context. In 2020, I graduated school, went into sales, roofing sales specifically. I realized sales was the vehicle, but the industry that I was in was not gonna get me where I needed to be, so I went into the remote closing space. Early 2022, I got into that. I've known the power of social media the whole time. I've been documenting that transition from roofing to remote on social media. Had a lot of people ask me. So by the end of 2022, I made the community that I still run today. It was $9 a month back then. It was way different. From 2022 to 2024, I was closing, managing, running my community, getting experience with all different types of businesses, working with all different types of people to break into this type of stuff. And I identified sales management as something that gave me a lot of leverage. So I leaned into it. I started working with companies more on like a consulting basis to hire, train, build out, eventually manage teams. But in 2023, I partnered up with someone 50-50 and we put our foot on the gas. 2024, we scaled the agency to multiple seven figures in revenue. And now I'm here making this video because I've sold my portion of that business. I know you might have a lot of questions. We're gonna get into it. Funny enough, the person that I partnered with on the agency, he's still running it. I talked to him today. We're still boys. But we met back in 2022 when I was filming my Sales Bro podcast. If you haven't listened to it, go ahead and listen. And he was closing and managing and I was closing and managing. And then just by fate, we met back 2 years later, different chapters of our lives, and it just made sense to partner up on this. It was pretty rough in the beginning. We literally shared a sales management position, 5% commission, split it down the middle, and we were both doing a lot of work for like not that much money, but we knew we were getting a case study out of it. Then through combination of his network and my network, we just started getting referrals. Throughout this whole time, scaling from 0 to multiple seven figures in revenue, we didn't do any outreach. I mean, maybe like a small message here or there, but most of it was referrals from people that we've previously worked with that knew the type of work that we could do. No cold emails, no paid ads, just word of mouth and good work. So it's been fun. It's been a ride. I feel like I've gone through like a online business PhD in the last year and a half, scaling this to what we have. So you're probably wondering, why did you sell it? And that's what I'm here to answer. There's a lot of things that went into the decision to ultimately sell my portion of this business. It was not easy. If I had to sum up a majority of these reasons into like a concise sentence, this business model is extremely demanding. And I didn't get into online business to have less freedom over my time, less autonomy over my actions on a day-to-day basis. While the business was doing well, and a lot of people would jump on this opportunity, and I wouldn't blame you to jump on, start a business like this. I just started getting bogged down. I felt like I had worked myself into not one job, not two jobs, not three jobs, but a job with every single client. And honestly, I just kind of hit that point of, this business got me from point A to point B. What's going to get me to point C? It could be this business or it could be another one. Now, this is something specific to me, but I'm a really big control guy. Like I have a hard time outsourcing things. I like to have control. I like to know what's going on. And the only way that a sales agency can scale is with a lot of high level people. And we built that. We built a team from 0 to 30 people. We built different departments. I had previously only built sales teams. We built an operations department, finance and bookkeeping, working on some recruiting stuff. That was all new to me. Most recently, we just signed on some really, really high level clients. And I almost felt like that was it was like the end of one chapter and the start of a new one. And I had been having these thoughts of like, this business isn't my dream business for a little bit. And it just feels like the right time to get out. I had previously, my role in this, I was more of the operator. My partner was more client-facing, sales management, working with the teams and the clients. I was more behind the scenes, building stuff, fixing stuff, hiring, building systems. And I had just continuously gone, built something, hired into it, and removed myself, and then I would jump to the next thing. And we got to this point, which just aligned with bringing on some new clients, where I just felt like it would make sense. If I were to do it, it would make sense to do it now before I start a new project. Backfilling my work in the agency definitely made this a little bit easier for everybody involved. So as of the second week of September 2025, I sold my 50% to my 50% partner, who now holds 100% of the business. Like I said, we literally were talking today. We talk very often still. I might see him this weekend. There's no beef. And honestly, we made it happen in like record time. We hired attorneys to do it official and talked with some accountants and some of our tax people, and got feedback that this was like the most amicable sale they've ever seen, which I'm super grateful for. I know you guys are probably wondering, and a lot of people that I've told in person wondering like, oh, what did you get paid? Or did you have like an exit? Like, are you gonna retire? Like, no, I mean, I got paid a fair amount. I honestly was more focused on making this happen sooner rather than later than sticking around and penny pinching and trying to squeeze every nickel and dime out of this that I could. So I got paid a nice amount, enough for me to kind of take my time and, really focus in on this next project that I'm going to share with you in a second here. But I was the one who initiated this. The way that we run this business, it just didn't make sense for a huge payday. Now for the agency, what's next? I'm actually still operating in the business a little bit, helping with recruiting. We're still transferring stuff over. I'm still engaging with some of the clients, some more than others. But honestly, I mean, after talking with the new 100% owner today, it seems like they're only on an upward trajectory over the last couple of weeks. So, I mean, that's awesome. That was the intention. I knew if I wanted to get out that I wanted the agency to feel it as little as possible. I'm happy to hear that that's what they're experiencing. The good news is, like I said, a lot of what I was doing has been backfilled by really competent people that are getting compensated for their work. They're incentivized to do this with the highest level of care. If you're a client of the agency or you're considering working with the agency, I would still do it. Like, I'm still going to be referring people over. Just to give you guys an idea of the trajectory of this business, I mean, it did multiple seven figures in billable commissions in 2024. And unless something goes incredibly wrong, we think it can do 2x, 3x, 4x what it did in 2024 in 2025. And honestly, it's looking pretty promising. So those guys are going to be all right. Again, if you're considering working with them, do it. At least talk with them. My next chapter, what is next for me? Luckily, you guys have been awesome over the last 2.5 years, trusting me with my sales community. The sales community is one of the things that gave me the most confidence to make this decision and walk away from this operation that we've built. So in the short term and in the long term, I'm going to be focusing on the serial sales community, the community that I've been running since August 2022. I want to make it better, more efficient, help more people, really become the go-to place in the space for landing remote 1099 sales jobs, if we're not already that. But there's something new. I posted a logo like a couple weeks back. The logo sucked. I'm actually going to get that redone. But I'm not going to spill all the beans. You're going to see it soon. The next project, it's a combination of what I like from the business models that I'm familiar with without what I don't like from those business models. So I'm talking about a combination of the community, coaching, consulting, service-based, and the agency. Morphing these two together, taking the best of it, leaving the worst of it. And I'm super excited, guys. This is the first time genuinely in my life where I can pursue something full effort and not have to worry about, luckily, not have to worry about paying my rent this month, or like not have to worry about paying the bills or cash flowing so that this can stay alive. I'm coming at this with a whole new perspective. I'm building it with an exit in mind. Do I want to exit? I don't know. I'd love to get an offer to exit in case I wanted to do that. I'm kind of reverse engineering this. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do it right. And I know if done right and if done long enough, just a matter of time until it succeeds. What I will hint to you guys right now is it is in the sales niche. It's going to be a combination of media and SaaS. If you're watching this and you run a company that would like to get in front of a lot of salespeople and business owners from an advertising perspective, from an affiliate perspective, reach out to me. You want to be early on this because everything that I've done over the last 5 years has led up to this. I'm going to go all in. What makes me so excited about this? When I was starting these other businesses, the community, agency, when I got into sales, I didn't know if they were going to work. But I feel like I know so much now that this only doesn't work if I don't do it. Meaning, this should already exist, but nobody's done it. And who better to do it than myself after seeing all the stuff that I've seen? Like, I genuinely just think this business already does $5 to $10 million per year. Time just needs to catch up. I know that's kind of corny, but that is how I see this. Because there's businesses doing this in slightly different niches, and that gives me the confidence to know that the one that I'm about to jump into is going to do the same. As long as I don't quit or stop or find something better, which I don't think I will do because I've taken a lot of time to narrow down where I want to direct my attention. If you're watching this video, first off, thank you. Like, YouTube has been a focus of mine lately. I've been starting to see the uptrend of the efforts paying off, which I love to see, but I'm gonna document building this new business on YouTube from the ground up, behind the scenes. And I would love for you guys to watch along. I'm gonna continue working with sales reps. I'm gonna continue helping people get 1099 sales jobs. I'm gonna continue documenting that on this YouTube channel. But if you guys have ever supported me, whether you're in the community, you're a client of the agency, you're a sales rep who's worked for a team in the agency, I've hired you for something, you guys have changed my life in like 4 short years. From being, before roofing sales, I was an Amazon driver. So you guys know, if you don't, I was driving an Amazon van while in college. And ever since I got into the online space, it's been a lot of hard work. I'm not gonna discredit the hard work that was put in. But all of you guys who have supported me, thank you. Seriously. I quite literally could not have done it without you guys. I am completely removed from the ownership of the agency. We're still in the process of slowly transferring stuff over. In the short term, if you have questions about the agency, I'm still happy to answer, or I can put you in touch with someone who can. But those guys are awesome. The guys working for the agency, like that was one of the hardest things to come to terms with, is this freaking A-player team that we've brought on, walking away from that. I'm convinced that we have the best sales talent and some of the best talent in other departments in the high ticket space. So all the setters, closers, managers, operators, marketers, you guys freaking rock. You guys made it possible, and you're still rocking. You're doing well. So I've heard. You're doing pretty well, so keep at it. This next business, guys, I'm super excited for. I'm gonna be talking about it a little bit more as we progress through things. I'm just about to hire a brand strategist because, contrary to popular belief, for this type of business, I think nailing brand design is gonna be huge from day one. I've already secured clean domain, clean Instagram handle, clean X handle, clean YouTube handle. So we're going all in on the branding. We're gonna build it right from day one, and I'm so excited. For any of you guys still watching, thank you. Again, if you're a sales rep and you want to create the freedom for yourself that I did in 2022, going from in-person roofing sales to working 1099 remote from a cool little desk setup in your apartment, link in the description, go there. You can chat with my team, see how we can help. Been doing it for a while. We've helped over 500 people do it. And if you're a business owner, I'm happy to refer you to the agency. If you want early dibs on advertising for this new project, hit me up, please. Email somewhere down in the description. Since we're going hard on YouTube, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, notifications on, do all that stuff. It means a lot. If you guys haven't been able to tell, we've really upped the production of the recent videos. I have now an in-person video guy, my boy Tony. I would love to keep working with him, making content for you guys, for the sales reps, and just documenting behind the scenes of building this business and kicking it with cool people here in Austin, Texas. So drop a like, drop a comment, shows Tony that he's doing a good job. And again, guys, you guys rock. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for supporting me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.